Hi, I'm Alex, the host of the Great Outdoors channel. Today, I want to talk about ick, a very common problem or parasite that is found on many aquarium fish. Ick is basically a white parasite that looks like salt crystals on the scales of your fish. This is a close-up of what ick actually looks like. Now, all the fish in this aquarium are established and healthy. We introduced 2 new rainbow fish. In turn, they generated ick, which unfortunately can be contagious. So at this point, now that they've been introduced into our tank, luckily it's only 55 gallons, which is a pretty large tank, but very treatable and manageable. We use a product called Ick Guard. Ick Guard is only around $5 at Walmart to treat around 120 gallons. So essentially what you would do is you take 1 teaspoon for every 10 gallons of water that you're going to have in your aquarium. So if it's only a 10-gallon tank, you'll just take 1 teaspoon, you'll measure it out, and you'll pour it into your tank. It's real important that you remove the carbon filter before you do so. That way the full effect of the Ick Guard goes throughout the entire tank and you're more likely to get rid of the ick. Now, if this doesn't work after the first treatment, it's recommended after 24 hours you try a second treatment. This can stain your aquarium and your plants, so make sure if you have something that's really light in color like white or something that you go ahead and remove that first. You may notice that my water's a little brown in color. That's actually the tannins from the driftwood in the aquarium. Now, tannins can make your water less than clear, but it's not necessarily bad for your fish because tannins actually lower your pH of your water, and many tropical fish are more at home in an environment like this than they would be in a crystal clear aquarium. Obviously, your water is real important for your fish. It's the way they breathe, it's the way they move, and it's really their life source, as with all animals and wildlife. So being sure your water quality is good is essential to the health of your fish. If you do see a problem like ick that's generated on my rainbow fish, make sure you treat that right away, because if you don't treat it right away, you run the risk of losing the fish and ick spreading through your aquarium. So before it becomes out of hand, treat it right off the bat, and then you're going to have a better success rate with that. This is a community tank. We didn't want to introduce any African cichlids or anything like that because we wanted to have a large community tank. Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and measure out 1 teaspoon and we'll start from there. Now, I've already removed the carbon filters, and that's real important like I said earlier. Now, the water is going to turn blue at first, but it will dissipate. So let's go ahead and introduce 5½ teaspoons of Ick Guard. 5, and then we'll just do a half. Now, as you can see, the water looks blue. And that's okay, that's what you're expecting to see. That means that it's spreading throughout the water, it's dissipating and dispersing around, and all the fish are being treated at once because the fish are affected already by ick. If there's any parasitic ick in the tank, then all of them have the potential to get it. So